Last season was a terrible time for Manchester City, getting relegated for 2 seasons in a row from the Premier League to the Championship to League One, all with my user-created tactics, which the North Korean dunderhead happily used to ruin the club. Now, if you are a Manchester City fan, I highly recommend you don't watch this video or the past 2 episodes, but if you have, just come to this channel and you think, oh, Manchester City relegated, what's that sort of thing? You've got 2 previous episodes. It's one in the Premier League, one in the Championship, so you can watch them. Link up below. That way, yep. I'm getting it mixed up. But link is... I'm getting it... I'm stupid. I'm getting it that way. And it'll be playlists, so check that all out. But yeah, what can we do in League One with a really financially unstable Manchester City? Let's find out, shall we? Getting into the game, as you can see, if you've watched this episode, we are back on the 25th of May, just after the end of the season in Championship, where Stoke City found out they were promoted to the Premier League through the playoffs. Penalties as well. But yeah. Man City, we have £1 billion in debt and £396,000 as well in debt. Yep. We have 191 million to spend somehow, minus 1.8 in the wages. So what can we do with that sort of stuff? Well, we'll have to find out. And the tactic we're using is this one. Is the worst tactic in the world, version 003. I don't even know if that comes out correctly. Maybe. But yeah. 003. Worst tactic in the world, version 003. It's not looking the weirdest, wackiest tactic in all honesty, but it kind of is. So in possession, we got 1 advanced centre back, 2 wing backs, 2 advanced wing backs in the wing back slots and 2 in the full back slots, 2 advanced playmakers, because you never use playmakers together, in double or more in a tactic, according to Miles, and according to a lot of older people as well, to be fair. But 2 advanced playmakers in the midfield, 2 wide forwards in the winger slots, and a target forward intact, and that leaves it to be inward, outward, inside. What's it called? Oh, I forget every time. Inside outlet winger on left and right. A wide midfielder in the left and right midfield, and a half holding wing back on left and right wing backs, with 1 screening centre back, 1 screening centre mid, and 2 central outlet attacking midfielders in the attacking midfield, as well as 1 line holding goalkeeper. Yeah. In team instructions wise, going into in possession stuff, look how wide they are. It's much shorter on the passing directness, much higher on the tempo this time, much wider on the attacking width, hold shape, more disciplined, more often than the time waste, play for set pieces. Final third, it's discourage dribbling, as we always do to make a really bad tactic. Hit early crosses, encourage shots from distance and whipped crosses in the crossing style. Both flanks, spoil runs, which is an obvious thing to do really. Dribbling, again discourage, both flanks progress through, decent thing to do really there as well, not really weird. And pass into space, again not really weird, though again you're using much shorter, so it could be hard. Play through the press, because we've only got 1 centre back, it's going to really ruin us. Short goal kicks, and distribute quickly to the centre backs. We've just got a centre back this time to see if we can actually do a decent job with it, but out of possession, it goes to low block, much higher defensive line, step up more, much more often on trigger press, counter press, get stuck in, so you can get all those lovely red cards and yellow cards. Pressing style is trap inside. We have mostly all playing outside in the winger slots, so yeah, and that's bad. And shot goal give distribution on a yes, mid block it's the same, and cross engagement is invite crosses because we're going to have one centre back, and he's not going to, and he's going up forward because he's going to be a screening. So yeah, we're going to get many crosses going into us, and we're going to never be able to defend them. Yeah, another bad tactic. I don't know how bad it's going to be compared to the past two. The first tactic was really bad. We didn't win a game all season. Second tactic, we got one win all season, and after that, nothing out, no more points. So can we get a draw this season, or will it be 3 years in a row with no draws, and 3 years ago we were in a row with only one win? Well, let's find out by going all the way to the end of September, or the start of September, where the transfer window is over, and see what we can have done with 191 million but only 1.8 million minus in the wage bill. It's going to be tough. But we're actually coming back at the 10th of October because I couldn't, for some reason, get the previous save file loaded without the game crashing, and I don't know why, but okay. I'm glad I could get this save file going, otherwise the whole series would be cancelled after only 2 episodes. Going to the transfers, we did do some business. If we go to the end of the season, 2 people left. Badia Luco left on to Leicester, who was a good young upcoming prospect, and Tanutsa, who was another good young prospect. He's left to Freiburg, and then people that left. No, actually, they joined. Sorry, they joined. One from Leicester, one from Freiburg. I don't know what I'm on about. I've woken up on the wrong side of the bed today. If you watch this straight after the second episode, then you will realise I've had problems with that as well. With what I was saying, it's like I'm drunk, but I'm not. I'm just being stupid. End of the season, people that left. Sousa went on loan to Markham, and Vadel found left to Chelsea, and we also sold Stephen Smith, who is a younger player and who is a new gen with the new gen Facebooks that I'm using for this year, and yeah, he has gone to Aston Villa on the cheap deal when he had a load of good potential. Other people to leave. Reinders left after his loan deal to Fulham was permanently. Same with Nico Gonzalez, same with Matheus Nunes, same with Rico Lewis. Matthew Mendoza was also sold to Al Ali. Then a load of people left on free transfers, particularly Jack Grealish, Manuel Akanji Hector, who had a relegation release clause, and yep, he was £0. He's gone to Brighton. And yeah, a load of other people have also left that were quite good. Then we also sold Christian McFarlane, who is a good looking young player as well. Oliver Watmouth was sold on the cheap. So was Aline. He was also sold to Legio Wasura. Samba was sold to Burnley, free transfer for Nambizada. Gorman was sold in the cheap, so was Stuart Wilson, both to Sunderland. Stuart Williams, I mean. Lecky Drake was sold to Burnley, which was actually a profit. De Torbet was sold to Wolves. And Oben was sold to Birmingham as well. And that leads to people that joined us permanently. Brandon Williams has come in on a free transfer. I think he came from Hull. Garbutt signed on £2 million deal from Peterborough. Tom Sparrow signed for 100k deal from Motherwell. Lucas Stevenson signed for £4 million from Liverpool. And then we also signed Berger Melling and Danny Imre on free transfers. Josh Marger comes in from Portsmouth for £8 million. Ashley Hay comes in for £1 million from Dundee, as well as Ethan Hamilton also for £1 million from Dundee. Freddie Potts comes in for £20 million from West Ham. Somehow with 109 million and minus 1.8 million pound, we still got all these players doing there. If you look at some of these wages, 650k for Freddie Potts, Ethan Williams 400k. We've completely screwed this club around. I'm so sorry for any Man City fans still watching this. I think at least it can't be as bad as this if we have the FFP charges, because it's not going to be as bad as this, that's for sure. Keys de Boer also bought in from Salernitana. Rasmus Carstensen comes in from FC Köln. Lucas Caligari comes in on free transfer. Marcelo Morales comes in for £1 million from New York Red Bulls. Dylan James comes in. Ross Stewart comes in for £4 million from Southampton. Jack Stacey comes in for 600k from Norwich. David Leonhan comes in 300k from Middlesbrough. Thomas Ladra comes in 50k from Victor Pleasant. That was actually a decent deal for him, actually. Oliver Stura comes in 500k from Aberdeen. Lauren Abigail comes in £1 million from Lorient. Luis Fernando also comes in, and so does Jamie Odega. Yeah, an interesting thing has happened. We're 1.480 billion and 480 million in debt. I've never had it that much without going bust, into administration. I think it's because the Manchester City owners are still owning the club. And I am tempted to go into the game editor and actually remove all the backing they have. Not financial backing, but the sponsorship backing. Because I think they have a £1 billion deal, or £100 million deal, or something, 1 billion, 100 million for every year, on for like 15 years or 10 years or something. Get rid of that. We'll be in administration before the end of the year. Well, how's the tactic gone? Well, it's actually gone quite decently, in all honesty, because we finished third place in a friendly cup where against Lyngby and FC Evan, and then we've ended up beating Stevenage in League One, so we've got another win, and yeah, that takes us to -9 because we are in administration. I forgot to say, this is why it was this date, because we are now in administration. We're finally in administration because I did actually remove it. I forgot to say, I thought this was the save beforehand, but like I said, I couldn't get into it. I've just been confused once again because I'm turning into the North Korean Dunderhead, but I'm the English Dunderhead, not the North Korean Dunderhead. Unless I'm half North Korean. I don't think I am. But yeah, -9 points. We've got 3 points on board, but it's still -9. We are getting relegated, and all these players come January could well be sold. Oh no! 20th of September, we've only got -8 points on the board, so we've got one draw in between all that fixtures. That was a 2-2 draw against Doncaster. In between them, we've been losing heavily to the League One side, so that's bad for a team like Man City, who I think still expected to win the league by some considerable distance. If we go to the transfer history for the transfer window, if it eventually loads, I don't know if any of you knows, but the game's got seriously slower with the new gen updates. I haven't them installed since the latest update, unless it's just the latest update just slows it down anyway. Not sure. Sales. Martin Whitney was sold to Sunderland. Sam Wadsworth was sold to Leicester, and Charlie Hoyt was sold to Birmingham. These were all younger players that were in our youth academy. That just been sold. We also sold Jake Evans to Brighton. Yep. Callum Midward has been sold to Plymouth, and we also loaned Victor Race He was one of our main choice players to SC Magdeburg. People that joined, because somehow we were able to come around about the 30th of January, we ended our administration phase, and then we could sign players. So of course we signed players. Lian comes in from Bahia, and he will join permanently if we survive relegation, which won't happen. Go Wales comes in from Armour City in Northern Ireland. Daniel comes in also from Bahia on loan. James Barker comes in on a free transfer from Radcliffe. Thomas Watkin comes in on a free transfer from Southport. All of those signings were direct to football because I didn't do any of that stuff, but yeah, they joined. And yeah, actually I don't even know if we're out of administration. I think no, we're not even out. We might not be out of administration, you know. I would assume we are because we've had 94 going from £100 billion in debt. Yeah, we came out of administration but already £94 million in debt. Boy, yeah. If you want to know nitwit, if I can I can quickly go and show you this before I go into the in-game editor. Even though I used in-game editor to get myself this way. If it eventually loads myself, come on game. Yeah. If we could go to myself, I am £7 million per week. And it will go to 14 million at the end of season, or when I put it to 100% wage rise yearly. But by that time we'll have left. So unfortunately it's not going to get to 14 million in each season, which is over the game's allotment what it can do. Because it can only go to £2.5 million. Though you can do £100 million, 100% wage increase on wages, which last year could only do 15 because it was glitching the game. But yeah, 19 years old, nitwit. He started at 16. He's got reasonable people management, and working with youngsters is reasonable. But yeah, he's a bad manager. Let's see how we can do to the end of the season. We might well already be relegated, I'm not sure. But yeah, these players are mostly just youth players now, or old players that are no good for perhaps the best for a team like Man City. And here we are on the final game day of the save with Manchester City. As you can expect, we were relegated with minus 8 points. We only had 4 points all season. Best season we had in 3 years was 4 points, which is, you know, yeah, we are actually close to administration. We're given a budget of £31,000 on the wages. We're spending £12.5 million nearly. We're minus £509 million in the red. We might well have gone into administration again. No, we haven't. We might well next season, but we have lost the youth categories, and facilities have been scrapped. Club youth facilities sold, club youth scrapped, so we're not going to get any youth academy players from now on. Yeah, it's not bad for good old Man City. And yeah, we look at players because there's not much to show on the league table. Was mostly just young players, and yeah, we had some quick look at some of the younger players that came through the youth academy. I don't think these guys were any of them. The only one that was a youth player that was actually played was Damani Showman, who was 17. He's 2.5 star current ability, 5 star potential. Now I don't know if Ryan Makadu, Timio Whisker and Harrison Miles are actual youth players, I forgot in all honesty, or if they're new gens and like showmaners. But yeah, appearance wise, Freddie Potts played the most times. Stevenson also played the most times alongside him, but he played one off the bench instead of 51 starts. Carstensen played 47, Linehan played 47 but 3 off the bench. Luco and Sherman played 41. Goals wise, Ross Stewart scored 25 goals. He also wants to leave because it's called game relegated, but 25 goals from this tactic is really decent. Abigail, Abigail at 35 years old, got 7 goals. And then we also got 6 goals from Ladra, Lenhan and Marja. Potts got 5, and then a few others got 3. Assists wise, we actually got some in double digits this year. Lucas Stevenson got 14, and Freddie Potts got 10. And then we also got Thomas Ladra getting 8, and then some at 5 and lower. Clean sheets wise, Demond Showman actually got clean sheet, which is crazy, and rating wise only 1 over a 7. That was Demond Showman because it's the goalkeeper, it's bound to be, always is. Overall, only ones to be lower than a 6 were Brandon Williams, who's not a very good player this year in this game, and Thomas Galvez, also. Both basically the 2 left backs did poorly. Yeah. Basically just under a 6. So yeah, not good. If we go to expiry dates, a load of these players will be leaving. A load of these players are unhappy. I don't know who's going to take over from me, because from now on I will resign. I think my deed is done with it, we will say, and he will trot on to a different job come a next episode, which will start next week. Now, it's been 3 episodes this week. I just thought I'd do 3 episodes because it'll be 3 seasons with Mansane. Come next week, it'll be 1 season again, like per episode, but it'll be 2 seasons, 2 episodes per week. If I have any time in between and get a bit of a backlog of videos, it might well be 3 or 4, I don't know, but yeah, 2 seasons start next week. I'm Matthew, also known as Max. I thank you very much for watching. If you want any of the tactics to relegate your most hated club, your rival club, it is available on Patreon for free. If you want the save file to start any of the points where the end of the season happens, so season 1, 2 or 3, when we got relegated to the Championship, League 1, League 2, if you want them, you'll do have to pay it on Patreon, unfortunately, but I do need to try and get some way of making monetization on my Patreon, or monetization in general on YouTube. So yeah, you get them by pledging on Patreon for £3. I think you can buy all my save files anyway for £3, but you get all the tactics for free anyway. And if you have enjoyed this episode, you've enjoyed the series, like it, subscribe to the channel as well for more FM26 content. Flowing into FM26 content coming in now, and I've been out for a long time because I really didn't enjoy the game, but I'm enjoying the game now, which is surprising, but also quite happy to be liking it, playing one of my favourite series and favourite games. So expect Journeyman, expect Tactical Masterclass to continue, expect rebuilds, that sort of stuff, and coming in the future. Take it slow though. I'm not going to try and rush out the videos. If I get a video out, it'll because it's ready to come out. It's not because it's been rushed, so I get as many videos out in a week. It's because I'm enjoying the game. I want to get the videos out because I'm due another episode later on down the line. But yeah, if you're on mobile, you can hit hype and click all that stuff. But yeah, I've been Matthew, also some X. Thank you very much for watching. Hex, signing out. Bye everybody.